This is SCP Radio Network, coming to you live from Skylab Studios. Up next is the Super Tejano Friday Show with your host, DJ Fluffy.
Este es el Diva Takeover, todos lo quieren escuchar, porque tocan la música alegre y se ponen todos a bailar. It's a Diva Takeover with DJ Mickey DNCC. Miles y miles de gente la escuchan y nadie les puede ganar. Están en SCP Radio, estación internacional. Si quieren lo mejor, no se vayan lejos. Aquí está el Diva Takeover.
Nadie puedo querer, con nadie puedo yo estar, no más contigo. Ya muchas bocas besé, pero también comprobé que no es lo mismo. Porque sin ti descubrí que no me siento feliz si no es contigo. Muchas bocas besé, pero también comprobé que no es lo mismo. Porque sin ti descubrí que no me siento feliz si no es contigo. Quiero que vuelves a mí, yo necesito de ti. Tan difícil vivir sin tu cariño. Ven a calmar mi dolor, ven
las pagaste con traiciones. Me ha dejado solo crueles decepciones, pero anda ingrata, como pagas otro así te pagarás.
Hi, everyone.
Hello.
Thank you.
Welcome, welcome.
We have another edition of the Diva
Diva
Takeover.
Takeover.
And the funny thing is,
Woohoo.
you guys didn't see the part. Fluffy was sitting in his chair, and we had to make him move because it's like, no, Bubba.
No, sir, it's not your show yet.
Yeah.
Not till 10:30.
10 o'clock is when he gets to sit in his
Get his-
little chair.
yes.
But since we took over, he's just going to have to step aside.
Yeah, he's just gonna have to move. He comes in and I had sat down and he's like, "What are you doing? Move!" And I'm like, "What are you doing?" And he's like, "That's my chair." And I'm like, "Okay, whatever." But anyways, welcome everyone. We are doing another edition of the Diva Takeover, and we have 4 interviews tonight.
Yes.
And so we're going to get through them really quick, but we're also doing a virtual, what do you call it?
Benefit.
Fundraiser, benefit type
Uh-huh.
thing. So several artists have been doing it already, they started yesterday. And so it's for our friend Maria Villarreal Fraga and her family. Her husband and her are both suffering from COVID, and they are in the hospital currently. So the DJs, the artists have all gotten together to do this virtual, benefit for her. And we have her Cash App on our screen and her PayPal. So anything anybody can donate, $1, $2, $20, anything you can donate, for them would be greatly appreciated. And I'm going to post it on our live feed also, her her Cash App, so you can just click on it and go straight to there to donate. But she is the singer of her band, Maria y Cien Grados, and I have on her merchandise. And she is originally from Austin, Texas, but I believe she moved to Corpus. So I have on her hat, and I got on some 100 earrings and
the
my
necklace.
So I'm all supporting, our good friend Maria. So guys, just continue to pray for her. I've been posting it on my feed, and other people have been posting it. But this whole show will be having the Cash App and all that on our screen while we do our interviews, and it'll continue through the whole show when Fluffy's on also. So thank you guys so much for tuning in, and we already have our guest on.
Our first guest, yes, is Eddie Rodriguez.
Hello.
Yes,
How are
from
you?
Los
Welcome.
Balcones. Woo. And he
Hello.
was filling us in. He's out in Washington.
Wow.
And we're thinking he's from the Valley or,
Yeah, he's
Corpus,
far,
San Antonio
far
area,
away.
but he's
in
far away.
Seattle. Wow.
Thank you for joining us on the
And,
Diva Takeover.
Thank you so much for the invitation and on your radio program. Appreciate all your listeners today tuning in, and hopefully we can help that family out, because I know that virus is deadly. That virus started out here, as a matter of fact, it seemed like in Washington. So, I know exactly how devastating that can be for families. So prayers to the family, and hopefully we can have some donations tonight.
Yes, thank you.
But
thank
yes,
you.
I'm Eddie Rodriguez of Los Volcanes. We live here in Seattle, Washington. We're born and raised, though, out of Brownsville, Texas, back in the Valley. So that's where we're from originally. Brownsville being our home town, but we moved back in the day to Seattle, Washington, thanks to my father, who was a dance promoter back in the 60s. He moved us up here because he happened to be an aircraft mechanic. So he went to work for Boeing. Boeing moved him up to Seattle, Washington, and we've been here since 1968, approximately.
Wow.
And we've gone back and forth to Texas, of course, throughout the years. Continue to enjoy the Texans and the Tejanos that continue to support our style of music. Of course, we are full-bred conjunto band, but with a little bit of added keyboards on the side. So we've gone through our changes throughout the years, recording for many years with Hacienda Records, with my good friend and producer, Mr. Rick Garcia, who is now the owner of CHR Records, and we're proudly followed Rick in those steps. So we're proud to be representing the CHR Records.
Awesome. Yeah, we just finished playing one of your new singles that you guys are promoting, Hace un año. So we just finished playing that. So you just finished recording the CD, correct? And you guys are promoting it at this time.
We are with the virus thing. It's been a little bit of kind of hairy, so to speak. We released the CD earlier this year. We actually made it down to the Tejano Fanfare, hoping to present ourselves with the new CD. Unfortunately, as we all know, the Tejano Fanfare was closed down this year.
Yes.
So it was unfortunate for us because we would have loved to see the fans. We haven't been to Fanfare for a long time, so it was our first time in probably 5 or 6 years that we hadn't been down. But
Oh wow.
unfortunately, that's the way it is. So
Yeah, it was.
but we're here promoting it today.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So how many CDs are you in? This is your first one with CHR Records, but how many did you do with Hacienda?
We were up to 12, I believe, CDs with Hacienda throughout the years. I
wow.
started out with Hacienda back in 1984, I believe, as a young teenager. I got to meet Rick and Roland, of course, may he rest in peace. Got to meet all of the Garcia family, got introduced to the family, have been a part of their family for, I don't want to say probably about close to 40 years.
Oh wow.
So we released quite a few CDs on the Hacienda label, but we're proud to represent our new record label, CHR, and so proud to
Awesome.
join Rick's team, along with my colleagues, Rodney and Marlissa and Hilda, all of the great artists that
many
are on
great artists.
CHR Records. So, so we're proud of that.
Awesome. And how did you get into the conjunto music?
So in the 1960s, of course, in '68, I was barely 2 years old. So my folks were, at the time, they were dance promoters in Brownsville. So we got to see the likes of Gilberto Perez, Rubén Bella, Tony de la Rosa, all of these great icons that introduced the music to us. We got to see up front as kids because we were traveling back and forth. My parents would still put on dances throughout those years. So we got to meet them and really enjoy, growing up with that style of music. So that style of music was embedded in my mind at the time to produce that style of music. Of course, our style is a little bit different, but we still have the roots of those great icons that we still follow today.
Awesome.
So what are you doing to keep yourself busy during this COVID?
Well, so what we're doing is trying to do videos right now. We've just released 3 videos. They're all on YouTube under Los Volcanes de Elio Rodriguez. So I welcome anybody to see us on Facebook, on Spotify, and other social network places that we can broadcast our music. But we're getting ready to release another 3 videos So we did a combination of three, and we're going to get ready to do another three coming up here pretty soon. Looking forward to that, and just doing stuff with the public. Hopefully, this one we are trying to do something really a live shot of with the band and stuff like that. So we're looking forward to doing that stuff.
All
Awesome.
your band members live there near you?
Yes, all of the band members here that are with the band right now all are pretty local, including David Chaitis, David Olivares, Mario Coronado, who just joined the band as the new keyboard player. My son, Sean Rodriguez, and myself are all in the band.
And if I know you just finished saying that you're available on all social media, so if anyone wanted to get a hold of you, what are the social medias that they have to social media platforms that they have to look for to get a hold of you?
Well, Spotify would be the best one, but I would say our Facebook page under Los Volcanes de Eddie Rodriguez is the best way to contact us through Messenger or whatever. That's probably the best way to get a hold of us for any booking events. Up here in Washington, especially in the western part of Washington, the Tejano scene is really struggled. But in eastern Washington, it's really active and alive, as well as in Oregon and the Pacific Northwest. Oregon, Salem, Portland. Those are really active cities for us to be playing at. There's a lot of bodas and quinceañeras that we do up here as well that keeps us busy.
Oh,
So
wow.
there, you wouldn't think there would be a lot of, Spanish music, but let alone Tejano music in that area. So
But
is
it's
it
popular, up there.
right?
It is popular.
It's very popular up here. We've seen the likes of the Gilberto Perez's, the Rubén Velas, even back in the day, the Tony de Rosas come through Washington, and still the bands still come through here. All your well-known bands come through the state of Washington, and so we're pretty active as far as the music scene.
That's awesome. Do you guys have an FM radio station that plays Tejano music, or a mixture of Spanish, Hispanic music?
Well, that's the Tejano radio station are mainly in eastern Washington. Radio Cadena is a well-known radio station in eastern Washington. I believe it's in Yakima or Granger area, and that still continues today, and they're pretty strong. So, the Tejano scene is alive and well up here in Washington State.
That's awesome. That's great to hear. Really great to hear.
We want to thank you for your time interviewing with us. So we got a picture of your CD, Hace un año, and we're going to let you go ahead and introduce the next single. And we want to thank you for your time.
And I appreciate everything that you guys do to promote our music. So thank you for the invitation today.
You're welcome.
Definitely. Thank you.
I can't remember what was the next single that we were going to play.
Estoy perdido.
Literally.
Estoy
No,
perdido.
just kidding.
Yeah, that's about the.
Just-
Estoy perdido.
Oh, thank you for so much.
Thank you so much.
We appreciate you. Have a good night. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Todo me recuerda a ti cuando no estás conmigo. Todo me recuerda a ti porque sin ti no vivo. Hoy que la vista que das la llevo aquí muy dentro. Ella llena del cuerpo, el alma y hasta el pensamiento. que me hace estremecer y entere en todos mis sentidos. Y cada vez como el primero, así te quiero. Pues todo me hace recordar. Y si a mi lado tú no estás, estoy perdido.
Pero viejo no aprende truco nuevo. Y aunque digas que conmigo no es igual, te conozco y ya toditas los truquitos. Eres tierno, pero solo a comenzar. La verdad, si me gustas no lo niego. Estas son para echarte un vacilón, pero no voy a correr contigo el riesgo de que digas que soy una del montón. No voy a ser tu tonta, aunque me regues de rodillas. Admito que sí te quería, pero no me convences todavía. Necesitas más de 1000 flores para ganarte mis favores. Soy mucha pieza para ser corazón, otra más de tus amores. Hablas mucho, ay cómo tienes labia. Con razón te dicen el Don Juan, pero yo ya te conozco tus truquitos. Eres tierno, pero solo a comenzar. No voy a ser tu tonta, aunque me regues de rodillas. Admito que sí te quería, pero no me convences todavía. Necesitas más de 1000 flores para ganarte mis favores. Soy mucha pieza para ser corazón, otra más de tus amores. Soy mucha pieza para ser corazón, otra más de tus amores.
Guys, thank you so much for tuning in, and don't forget that we are doing a virtual benefit for Maria from Maria y Cien Grados. They are her and her husband are still in the hospital, and they are suffering from COVID, and so we have her Cash App and her PayPal on our screen, and also in the comments we have them on there, so you can actually just click on it and go directly there. So we're just asking you guys to please donate whatever you can, $1, $2, $20, $100.
Yeah, every penny counts.
Every penny counts.
Every penny counts, and it's going for a great cause. Right now we're all dealing with this COVID, and of course her husband, I was reading, was still in critical condition.
Critical condition, yeah. And so they have kids at home, so you guys, we just want to try to help her any way we can. With medical expenses, with expenses for the house, because the kids are at home and they have to be, taken care with someone else, So, let's just continue our prayers for them, and hopefully they'll be getting better soon.
Yes,
And
definitely.
we have our next artist.
Yes, we got Marlisa.
Lisa Vela.
Yay!
Woohoo! Welcome.
Thank you for joining us, and it's perfect because we're divas, so you're on the Diva Takeover show.
Yes. We took over a fluffy show.
Thank you so much. It's an honor for me to be on y'all's show. Seriously. How are y'all doing tonight?
Doing pretty good. We started the evening, I played bartender, and then Blanca brought something else. So, like divas, we got
a little warm in here.
I love
So we're having a sip here and there, but it's always fun. It's always fun. We're so excited you got to join us. We just played a new single. We're trying to play 2 singles of the new music that you guys are promoting right now. So you have a new CD just came out. So why don't you tell us about the new CD?
Well, the new CD actually, I had a lot, of pretty much a lot. I was very involved in the project. I wrote most of the music. And so it was an honor to do it with Rick because, Rick pretty much is the person that pretty discovered me back in '97. So to get back together and work together and him and Hilda really believed in me and believed in my music. And it meant a lot that they were able to let me feel free to do the creativity part of it, and I just feel very, very blessed to do that and to be able to write it and then be able to hear it. It's like something so amazing. I can't explain it, so that's something, a joy and a blessing that I feel like, that I get to do,
So do you find that writing music comes easy to you? I mean, you come from a conjunto background, your dad was Rubén Vela, so you have that expectation that everyone expects you to be a certain way, but does songwriting come easy to you?
I started off writing poems first when I was real young. I spent a lot of time by myself, being the only girl in a house full of musicians and guys, with my brothers, and then musicians would hang out there. And I just spent a lot of time writing, I think, and the poems kind of became songs. I mean, I always knew in my heart, I would always imitate Laura Canales. She was always my favorite, and her and then Gloria Estefan, I would go into 2 different, genres of music. But to me, it's like I feel like I can kind of go into different types of music. I can write English, I can write country, I can write Tejano. Conjunto was obviously the path that, was presented to me, and pretty much what my father, he laid out the carpet, all his hard work and since he was real young, so that he kind of paved that, that structure. So, but I feel very, very happy that it's something that, it's not that it comes easy to me because my Spanish is not that great, but it's very, very, and it's kind of therapeutic. How can I say, right? Very, very therapeutic for me.
So how many CDs do you have under your belt?
With CHR Records, this is my first, and I'm actually going back in the studio and I'm doing some new stuff that we've been kind of working on. But I started back in '97 and I had like 3 albums. Yeah, about 3 albums, I would say. Yeah, with Hacienda Records.
Okay.
So what are you doing now during this COVID to keep yourself busy? Writing? Anything?
I'm actually writing, and I'm also getting songs together for a new project that we're doing and stuff. I'm actually hoping to do something with my brother as well, because we've never really done it, collab. So, and I just admire him, how he just took over, he just kept going, and I just admire him because it's not easy. The music business is not an easy.
Oh, we know all too well.
Behind the scenes, and what it takes just an hour or 2 hours, of a performance. A lot of people just, oh wow, it looks glamorous, but honestly, there is a lot that goes into going out there, but it's something, like I said, we signed up for, and I love it. I enjoy every moment of it. And, but yeah, I've been kind of working on stuff as well. So just trying to keep myself, masked and safe and trying to, I pray for everyone. Honestly, it's just brave that are on the front line, I also want to give them a shout out, and also to the people that you mentioned. I'll be, same prayers for them as well. And you said they have a fund as well, right? That they're going to be putting up as well.
Yes, we have it, and it's pinned on our page, and then also on our live feed. We have it on there so people can donate. And she is Maria with Maria y Cien Grados. That's her band, and so and they're out of Austin, Texas. So her and her husband, unfortunately, right now are in the hospital. Yeah, and he's in very critical condition right now.
Well, I would definitely like to also help as well. Any way that I can, and
Thank you.
Yes, and it's just something that is unfortunately happening, but we just have to stick together and help each other through these times, and stay positive.
Exactly. Now, with COVID, do you have any merchandise out available that if anyone was interested in purchasing, they could?
Right now, it's just the CD that I have, the merchandise and stuff. We kind of been, that's actually something that we're actually working on, because everything has kind of changed. We're kind of trying to like revamp and kind of reset everything because, not everything, and all of a sudden it's like this happened and everything changed. Everything changed for everyone.
Right.
So, what we're doing definitely going to be. I kind of. It's not that I feel like I kind of sometimes put myself on ice a little bit. I guess just because of everything that's happening. I feel sometimes guilty for really pushing something when all this is happening, unfortunately, to people. It's not that I want to put it on the back burner, but I also want to do things like you said, also to help, anything that I can do as an artist or the platform that we have, to help and to do anything that we can as well. But I don't know, sometimes it just seems I feel a little bad sometimes, but I know things go on, and I do believe things will get better.
Hopefully, yes, soon.
Exactly.
So do you have a day job? Like, do you have another job, or is just singing the only thing that you do?
No, I actually, I have a temporary job, and I love it. I work as a field ops clerk for the 2020 census.
Oh, okay.
In the main. Yeah, and I love it. And so if y'all haven't, you need to,
yes. I had a person visit me yesterday, and so I'm like, okay, but I was in a hurry, so I was like, I will do it online. He's like, well, do it or they're going to keep bothering you.
Yes. I was on my way to the studio when someone was knocking. It's like, oh, man, I'm heading out to the radio station to my next job. But I promise I'll go online when I get home.
I'll get a lot of those?
Yes, it's weird because I hate to say this because I am working for them and I love it, and I'm not just saying that. It's probably one of the best experiences. I've met such an amazing coworkers, and I actually learned a lot more. Right. I didn't even know what the census was because it's every 10 years.
Right. Yes.
So I'm more involved now, and I see how important it is and how it affects us and how it can help us. So, know that just them putting in there, how much it's going to help, and
definitely.
So it's just something really important, and just keep in mind, and we still have till the 30th, 31st or whatever.
No, we definitely do it. I do it, every time it comes around, and we're definitely going to be doing it. But yes, it is very important to do it for us.
Yeah, definitely.
I do, and I love it because they work with me. I didn't tell anybody what I did. They actually recognized me.
Oh, wow.
And I go by Marley, and they were like, "This, you look so familiar. I know I've seen you somewhere." And I'm like, "No, I don't know." It's just that they start kind of treating you different in a way that they want you to start singing. There was like 4 birthdays, and they wanted me to just come out and sing for everyone, And I just think it's so funny because, it's like kind of like I was married to a physician, PA, and it's funny because everywhere we went, he was like, "Oh, they're going to ask me medical questions." And I said, "Yeah, well, they ask you medical questions, but they ask me to sing all the time."
Right.
So, but anyways, I mean, I'm very proud and everything of it. But just sometimes, you just want to be treated, like
a regular individual.
Yeah, you kind of have to go the extra mile, to kind of prove yourself. You're
right. I'm really human.
Yeah. Like, hey, Miss Famous Girl, can you go ahead and make copies of that?
Oh, my God.
And I'm like, okay, but they just do it all in fun, but it's just kind of funny because now the whole office knows. So they've looked me up and, they just bring it up all the time. So it's kind of funny. Yeah.
Yes, it is funny.
It is fun. Yes, yes. Well, we want to thank you for interviewing with us. We appreciate it. Now, if anyone wanted to get a hold of your singles, what is the best way to download, or do you even have a fan page? Where do you want to direct your fans to?
I do have a fan page, and it's what? Marlisa Vela Official. You can see how much I know. I'm really, really bad with this. It's Marlisa Vela Official page, or official.com. .com, CHR Records. Everything is for CHR.
Thank you, Rick.
Thanks, Rick.
We want to thank you so much for interviewing with us. We appreciate you, and we look forward to all your music that is coming up. So why don't you go ahead and introduce your new single that we're fixing to play, and we want to thank you for your time tonight.
Yes, thank you so much.
Yes, the song that we're pushing right now is Aquí Estoy. Huh? It's the title of your album. Oh, it's a title of my album. I'm so sorry. Yes, it's the title of my album.
It's okay. We know you're nervous. It's okay.
It's okay to be nervous, Miss Famous Person. Yes. Oh, you made this evening so much fun.
Aquí estoy.
All right, thank you.
Thank
Have a
you.
good night.
Have a great evening.
Thanks, Rick.
Bye, Rick.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
That was so great.
estoy.
All right, guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. We're just having a fun night. I
Yes.
think it's just the drinks we're having, you know. I mean, it's getting a little warm in here, a lot of giggles going on. I mean, I don't know. But anyways, I just want to remind you, you know, we're kind of going really quick through the show because Fluffy only allows us 1 hour and we're kind of like 6 minutes behind, so we're trying to hurry up. But also we have 4 artists that we're interviewing today. We've done 2. We got 2 more to go. But we are doing a virtual benefit for our friend Maria Villarreal Fraga. Her and her husband are suffering from COVID, and he is in critical condition, and they're both still in the hospital. So a bunch of DJs, artists, they've gotten together, radio stations, and done a virtual benefit for them. So we have the Cash App on our screen and the PayPal, and it is on our live feeds. So we've been posting that, and we want to also thank Liz Garcia
Yes,
for
thank
putting
you.
this together, you know, thinking about it, and Margot Espino for helping her also. So, you know, guys, anything helps out for them. You know, they have kids at home that, you know, they're missing their parents, you know. So we also want to have, you know, everybody pray for them and make sure everything, you know, comes out great for them, and they're back home with their kids and their family, and they're together because they are in separate hospitals. So that's really crazy. You know, I'd probably be going crazy, you know, but, you know, definitely click on the Cash App on the live feed. You can click on the Cash App, the PayPal, and anything you can donate will help, guys. We greatly appreciate you guys for doing that. And she is with Maria y Cien Grados, and they're from Austin, Texas. So please, you know, anything that you can do will greatly help help her. But we have our next interview on. Mary Jane, are you
Yes.
awake?
Yes, I am.
Are you
I
awake?
am. I'm over here trying to do all the posts to all the different groups, you know, because I'm a little behind on that. But yes, we're on for our third interview, and we want to thank Rose Gonzalez and Rick Gonzalez. I mean, Rick Garcia.
Yeah,
Hello.
from CHR Records.
Yeah, CHR Records. Sorry, I'm over here reading
Yes, I
and
think it's your drink. I don't
I'm
know.
reading
you know.
and trying to post at the same time. So, Rick Garcia from CHR Records, thank you so much. You know, we're doing a conjunto evening, so we want to thank all the artists for joining us. We're going to be playing, of course, the new singles that the record label is promoting at this time. So
Right.
we want to thank everyone for tuning in. And of course, we got Ricky on right now. So
Hello. Welcome, welcome.
Thanks for having me.
Yes, thank you for joining us tonight.
So
Not a problem.
you're promoting your new single. Of course, if anyone doesn't know who you are from Los D Boys, you know, and we're going to be playing one of your singles in a few minutes when we're done with your interview, Señor San Antonio. So we're going to be playing that in a few minutes. So thank you for joining us. So why don't you tell us about the CD that you're promoting right now?
Well, the CD that we have consists of course, a lot of good from the Rosas back in the day that some people remember. Adan, my grandfather Alfredo de la Rosa, you know, big band back in the day. I mean, they're my idols, they're my inspiration for playing music. But the CD that we have already right now under CHR Records that's out, it's entitled Los D-Boys Hermanos de la Rosa, and it's entitled Señor San Antonio. That's one of the biggest hits that was, you know, really big back in the day with Los Hermanos. You know, so when we recorded this CD, you know, it brought back a lot of memories to a lot of people. And then that's what we try to instill, you know, a lot of the old school mixed with, of course, the new style of conjunto, you know what I mean? So my uncle was Tony de la Rosa, you know, so I mean, almost of my teachers, my dad, Rick, he's the owner of the band and everything, but he's also an inspiration for me, you know, playing music, you know, so. But yeah, that's the latest single, Señor San Antonio. You know, you guys take a listen. To those who haven't heard, you know, who we are, you know, we're the De La Rosa clan from Kingsville, Texas. You know, Tony De La Rosa, Alfredo De La Rosa, Los Hermanos, Eva De La Rosa, you know, even a part of the Bernal, Conjunto Bernal clan, you know.
Big family.
You know, orientated, you know. And so we hope you guys like the single if you guys haven't heard it. So.
And why don't you
That's
tell our listeners how they can get a hold of your music?
Well, it's our CD is all over the digital platforms everywhere. Deezer, Spotify, of course on YouTube, anywhere that digital music is sold. Also at chrrecords.com. With Mr. Rick Garcia, saludos a Rick, who's been a big part of this CD. A big part of our family as well. He's been around, with my family for many years, ever since the early hacienda days.
Yes, yes, he's
So
been around for a long time. Big conjunto fan, and of course, he's doing conjunto music. I mean, it's música de puro corazón. I love it too. Do you have any merchandise that's available for sale at this time?
We had a lot of T-shirts and everything, but we since sold out of them. But now we're working on a different logo and a design for more merchandise, more T-shirts, koozies, caps, you name it. Even we're working on a new CD as well, putting it, trying to put it together to see what's going to come up next. But
That's awesome.
that's in the works too. Of course, with all this COVID stuff going on, it's kind of hard to do anything.
Yeah,
Yes.
unfortunately. So what have you been doing to keep yourself busy?
Well, I
Yeah.
mean, I have a day job too.
Do
I have a
you?
day job.
That's great. So you've been able
You know,
to do your day job. That's great to hear.
and at the same time, of course, work to collaborate some new music, put new music together, to bring something different. Put our minds together, write some music, come up with something. That's what a lot of bands are utilizing their time for too. To
Right.
create something. You know, so, but yeah, then it's a very critical situation that we're in right now. I mean, my prayers to everybody who is affected by the COVID. My heart and prayers go out to all of you guys. I hope you guys make a full recovery. And also, I want to send my condolences to Mr. Ricky Smith of La Movida.
Oh
Yes.
Long
yes.
time hacienda artist, also big name.
Yes.
He
Yes.
was a little bit my time, but I enjoyed his music too. You
Yes.
know, condolences to him and his family, all his fans.
Definitely. Yes. Unfortunately, we're losing a lot of great artists to this. I mean,
And photographers and just people in
photographer.
the
Yeah.
industry.
Just in
Just
the
a lot
industry.
of,
Yeah.
yeah, a lot of people in the
I
industry.
mean,
We just lost John.
John.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was a big shock. So.
Yes.
But yeah, unfortunately, you go on Facebook and it's like they've been saying an obituary. You open it up and like what? It's like all these people that are just passing away. It's really bad. I mean, people, you need to wear your masks and wash your hands.
Yes.
Hand sanitize and everything. But
That's the main thing right now that I want to emphasize and to everybody out there. Don't take this lightly. This is not really nothing to be taken lightly.
right,
Protect yourself, protect your family. The sooner we all work together to overcome, all of this stuff. That's what's going to take a lot of teamwork to everybody to protect themselves, protect everybody else around them. The sooner we can, work
work
together,
together.
the sooner,
Exactly.
you
Yeah,
know,
unfortunately, a lot of people don't believe it, and they're like, "Oh, whatever," until it hits them, and close to home, or and their family. Then they want to do it, and sometimes it's too late by then,
Yeah.
But today we're also dedicating this show where we're doing this, for our friend Maria from Maria y Cien Grados. She's in the hospital and her husband's in critical condition, and we're doing this virtual benefit for her. So I mean, yeah, it's very serious, and
yeah,
definitely, wear your mask when you go out.
So we just
yeah,
got a
my
mess. Sorry, we just got a message from Darlene Casas. She said hi, and it's from the Casas family.
Hi,
You're watching.
Darlene.
Hi, Darlene. I just saw that come up. It's like, oh wait, hold on, I gotta tell him.
yeah. So this, for everybody from San Antonio, big fans right there. Darlene Casas, all the Casas family from San Antonio, and all the fans from Houston. The Valley. Saludos to all of you guys. We'll be back at this, real soon. Hopefully, hopefully.
Hopefully, yes.
Yes, hopefully, yes, very, very soon. We do want to thank you for your time, for joining us. Thank you for the video that you made for us. We
Yes, thank
appreciate
you.
that. We want to thank Rick Garcia again for allowing the CHR artists come on, and we appreciate all the new music that's coming through. So why don't you tell our listeners one more time where they can get your music, how they can reach out to you, and then we'll go ahead and play your new single.
Appreciate it. Yeah, I mean, like I said, we have all the latest CDs on all the digital platforms. Deezer, Spotify, iTunes, everywhere, anywhere you can purchase digital music. It's on there. Also from CHR Records. I encourage you to order from CHRRecords.com. Get with Rick, and he'll get you what you need. He's not one to waste time. He'll do it real quick because he takes care of his people, takes care of his fans, and everybody, what he can do for the customers, that he'll do it, and also, if you guys want to reach out to us, you can contact my father, Rick De La Rosa. He's the main police behind those D-boys. It's at 361-455-4429. You guys need anything, just give him a call, and he'll be more than happy to talk to you about anything, you know.
Well, thank you so much. We appreciate your time, and thank you. Thank you
Yes.
so very
Thank
much
you
for
so much
joining
for
us
joining
tonight
us tonight,
on the Diva
definitely.
Takeover. So, yay!
Yay!
Thank you. We're going to go ahead and play your new single. We
Thank you.
appreciate your time. So, you have a good night. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good night.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Señor San Antonio, no aguanto, me rajo, me muero sin verla. Comprendí que si la quiero, comprobé que es un tormento vivir sin mentiras, vivir sin traiciones, soñar sin tenerla. Y eso para mí ya no es vivir. Señor San Antonio, no aguanto, me rajo, la traizo, la traigo. Y acepto mentiras por tal de que vuelvas. Y aguanto traiciones por tal de que vuelva. Yo quiero que vuelva a hacerme feliz. Quisiera entender el misterio de amar, que cuando me quieren las odio y cuando las quiero, ay, me hacen llorar. Quisiera entender el misterio de amar, que cuando me quieren las odio y cuando las quiero, ay, me hacen llorar. Quisiera entender el misterio de amar, que cuando me quieren las odio y cuando las quiero, ay, me hacen llorar. Quisiera entender el misterio de amar, que cuando me quieren las odio y cuando las quiero, ay, me hacen llorar.
Well, we're back. We're talking in the background to our next artist. Welcome back, guys. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. And there's a lot of people that are tuning in. We haven't said any names, but definitely we want to thank everybody. We were wanting to just make sure that, put emphasis on this virtual benefit that we're doing for Maria y Cien Grados. Her Cash App is on our live feed, where you can just click on it. It's also showing across, I don't know if it's called a ticker. I don't remember what it's called. I think it's called a ticker. It's something else, but we have it there. And so, we want to try to help her as much as we can. Anything you guys can donate. It's going to be throughout the show. And, Liz has been doing this since Wednesday. And I think it's going to end on Sunday. And it's going through different DJs, different artists, whenever they go live on Facebook. So we definitely want to try to help this family out that's suffering from COVID. They're both still in the hospital. Her husband is critical, condition in the hospital, but we definitely want to, send out more prayers for her, and hopefully they get better soon and back home to their kids. But, our big artist for the night that we have,
it's the one and only Tony Signs. Thank you, Tony.
How are you?
La Rosa de Oro.
Yes.
Doing very good. I
Mary
see you guys
Jane?
are doing great too.
It's so funny because when she saw you, we couldn't see you. She's like, "Are you decent?"
Yeah, you didn't want to turn the camera on. I was like, I don't know. Should we ask or not?
I'm good. I'm good.
So we have DJ Fluffy joining us. I mean, he couldn't stay away, because I think we already are into his time, because he's only given us an hour for the Diva Takeover show, because we took over his show.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
we're running a little behind because we talk a lot, but...
Pero las mujeres primero,
Yeah,
I mean, he's
las
going to have to
mujeres,
wait.
we rule, so he's got to wait.
But, we're all huge fans of yours. We love the music that you put out every time you have a new CD. And we got 2 of your new singles that we're going to be playing in a little bit. So tell us, how are you spending your time with COVID? Okay, I know I watch all your videos, so you're doing a lot of videos. And you're in the studio.
I actually never stopped doing that. I mean, I've been doing that for the longest time. Y creo que es that's the way I gain like friends on Facebook that I managed to interact with them, ¿verdad? Entonces yo me comunico con ellos. They tell me stories and everything. Last time it was about I want to say, I don't know, about 6 months ago, maybe. I put up a post on Facebook and I asked them who would like for me to compose them a song, and if so, what would it be about and why? So I got, I don't know, over 40 songs that I needed to compose. And
Wow.
you can imagine, and that's the way I interact with my Facebook friends and everything. And the thing I do is that anytime that I come up with a new song or something, or I want to do a cover song, I just put it up on Facebook and I see how it's working, and that's the way I gather up all the music in order to get a CD going, right?
Oh, wow, that's interesting. Didn't know that.
You made all the songs? You didn't just pick one? You made all of them?
No, it's because every person had a
different
unique
story.
story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
Wow.
Yeah.
Can I still put my bid in?
people just they just started pouring out their hearts and everything, and I kept it as more what do you call it, like as personal as they would, right? So I would just compose a song and send it to them, and
Wow.
I want to send you my story.
I know. Look out for ours. We're going to be sending ours
The
over.
Fire Redhead.
Fluffy and I are going to send you ours. You can compose us a song. That's so awesome, though. What an honor.
That is
for
so
them.
cool.
Yeah, that is cool.
Wow.
Yeah, there were some awesome stories, some happy, some not too happy, right? Pero todas, o sea, it's something else. And that keeps you flowing when you're composing as well, ¿me entiendes?
Right.
O sea, you practice and practice and practice.
Yeah.
It's como todo. Yeah.
That's
You
awesome.
get better at it. Ya de ratito ya solo sale la lyrics. Something else that I like to do, I like to read. Me gusta leer bastantes libros y lee los libros and once I start reading you get more information, más palabras that
Sí.
you can blend in.
What type of books do you like to read?
I like all types of books.
Oh,
I
any
mean,
kind.
like for example, I like I don't know what you call it, como se dice,
Novelas,
like
love stories.
I like poems, but not all of them, ¿verdad? Porque hay unas que de veras you get too into it y están bien cortavenas. But I go into them because of the words and everything. So eso es lo que hago. What else I do? I keep busy every day. Siempre ando aquí en el solar haciendo ya. I'm doing like bricks and everything out of concrete y toda la cosa. I like to work así como construction y todo eso. I love it. Y eso es lo que me la paso haciendo de aquí, cortando el zacate y cocinando y toda la cosa.
We don't see those videos though. Where are those videos at?
Me tengo que colgar el GoPro aquí.
Or just be like me. I ride the bike and
with one hand and
and
the phone in the other.
Because I have a little phone holder, but I have a fanny pack that blocks my view, and it's like, well, ni modo, it's like, okay, I'm gonna go down a hill, and it's like I'm gonna hold on to the phone, and it's like, hey, Fluffy, this is for you, because he gets after me all the time. It is what it is, and they're like, what if you gotta press the brakes? It goes in my shirt. I ain't got time for the brakes. The phone's going in my shirt. I'll get it later.
It's crazy. I mean, riding with one hand está peligroso.
Yes, she don't tell her. Maybe she'll listen to you, Tony. Tell her. Maybe she'll listen.
Yeah, I found out today I fractured my knee.
Yeah, so she's wearing a brace, yes. Pero no entiende, mira. Ay, she's going to fall off the chair.
I'm wearing a brace.
A knee brace, yeah, because she fractured her knee.
Yeah, it's got metal and everything, and I have to change out the angle, whether I want to move my knee 45 degrees or 60 degrees. So there's these little metal pieces that I'm supposed to put, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to read this.
It must be pounding, ¿no? Se duele bien feo eso.
Yeah.
Pero yo no entiendo, I'm stubborn. I gotta go jogging. I gotta go exercise.
Stubborn redhead.
Oh my God.
Es que la paint viene de México and it's affecting your brain, por eso.
No, sí, la pintura sí es de México, pero it's not paint like the carro, it's hair color.
Ahora que dices eso de que te caíste de la bike, there was one time that I was sharpening my axe y salí, pues traía mis botas, ¿verdad? They were not steel toe. Y ahí estoy yo pegándole, oye, cortaba bien padre el hacha y que le doy y le sigo dando, y pues en una de esas me doy en la bota. It made a big old cut on my boot. It sliced my sock y nomás me hizo una rayita así en el pie. O sea, it barely scratched my foot. Pero la bota así toda cortada, no, it's crazy.
It missed the steel toe, or did it go through the steel toe?
No, it wasn't steel toe, pero cortó todo el leather de la axe, cortó toda la piel de la bota, no, hombre.
Wow.
Si no hubiera sido por la bota, me moché un dedo.
Un dedo, yeah, you would have been nine toes.
But I didn't fall off the bike. I was jogging. I was jogging, and I didn't realize that jogging could be dangerous. And I went to work with a swollen knee for 2 weeks, and and had to go through all these doctor visits. And today I found out the results. It's like, my doctor, the look on her face, she was just like, I don't know what I'm going to do with you. She goes, don't you know how to sit still? She goes, your knee is fractured. I go, but where?
Wow.
But I can still exercise, right? Because I was at Zumba.
She was at Zumba, yeah. I don't know, this woman. Wonder Woman over here.
Crazy.
Yes, that's why I'm a redhead. Fluffy, you have anything for Tony Signs?
I'm just laughing.
He laughs at me all the time.
Es un cabezón, no hace caso esta. A ver, dime por qué el name Tony el Tiger Signs.
Tony Tigre. This guy, I don't know, Bobby Pulido. You know Bobby Pulido?
Yep.
Yeah.
Bueno, many years ago, I'm talking about, I want to say probably more than 10 years back. I received a call. Back then estaban los, no sé si se acuerdan los caller IDs que salía el nombre de la persona. And I was coming from the supermarket, ¿verdad? Con mi esposa, andaba ahí en el supermarket y llego a la casa y veo el caller ID, dice Bobby Pulido. Dije, este vato que quiere, ni lo conozco, decía yo, pero sé quién es, ¿verdad? I know who he is, he's a singer and everything. Y cuando veo su nombre, digo, pues quién sabe qué quedará. Le marqué a Bobby, Tony, pues quiero juntarme contigo, platicar, and do some business, ¿verdad? A ver si te interesa if I can manage your band, me dijo así. Le dije, wow, dije, it was something that I was waiting for, porque estoy hablando hace años atrás, ¿me entiendes? I was starting with my band y todo eso, apenas estábamos sacando los primeros discos. And when he gave me that phone call, dije, no, pues sobre. So then he me da un contrato y todo, ¿verdad? Hicimos el negocio que íbamos a hacer. Y en el contrato decía Tony Signs, also known as Tony Tigre Signs. And then I showed it to the band members. Y le dije, mira, aquí está el contrato, bro. Dije, pero me dice, ¿por qué dice Tony Tigre Signs? Dice así. Digo, I don't know, man. He was probably joking, man. I don't know why he put Tony Tigre ahí. No sabía yo, ¿verdad? I really didn't know he was changing the name.
Oh, wow.
He was doing that. Y luego me dice, pues desde entonces, ¿verdad? Que el tigre y que el tigre y que el tigre y hasta la fecha. Hasta la fecha me dicen el tigre, por todo fue por Bobby Pulido.
Oh, wow. Pero nunca le preguntaste por qué te cambió el nombre.
Nunca le pregunté.
Probably because of the cereal, Tony the Tiger.
Oh yeah, that could be it. He probably named you after the cereal, Frosted Flakes, Tony the Tiger.
But what I've seen is that he lives in the valley.
Right.
Y si tú corres todo para allá para el valle, lo único que miras es que el tigre River y que el tigre Mar y que puras cosas de tigre allá para el valle. Y he probably vio el sign o algo y dijo, ahí le voy a poner.
Así le voy a poner.
Yeah, that's how it happened.
And you're in Laredo, so where do you record your music at?
I go to Monterrey. There's a studio over there that's called Natural Sound.
Yeah.
Y we've been recording there. Hemos estado grabando en varios estudios, ¿verdad? Nada más que ese estudio sí de veras le dio al mero clavo con el sonido. I love the sound que sacaron ahí. So we have to travel to Monterrey, stay over there and do our recordings. We take about 2-3 days and then I go back and do some touch-ups y toda la cosa. And the people that I have working with me, la compañía, mis representantes de México y de aquí de Texas es Consentidos Entertainment. Entonces ellos hacen todo lo que es la maquila, ¿verdad? Hacen las copias de los discos, las portadas, las fotos, todo lo hacen ellos. Entonces ellos se encargan de vender como mis, por ejemplo, like my shirts, my caps y todo eso. Y inclusive ellos son los que le mueven a mi página de likes, ¿verdad? La de Tony Signs, my Facebook la fan page, ¿verdad?
Mm-hmm.
Ellos ahí la adornan y le ponen videos y suben cuanta cosa ahí en esa página. Yo manejo la personal mía, esa es otra, ¿verdad? Pero ellos sí se encargan de hacer toda la propaganda, ¿verdad? Todo el marketing de lo que Tony Tigre, ¿verdad? Y la Rosa de Oro.
Well, they're doing a great job.
Those guys are awesome. I mean, Juan Renegado, he's very, ¿cómo se dice? Es una persona bien preparada para hacer ya sea los videos, para editar las fotos. I mean, he's working todos los días, está pensando en algo, ideas de... La otra vez me pusieron un drone ahí en Monterrey en uno de los eventos y me ponen cámaras así en la guitarra, ¿no? Y hacen tanta cosa. Pero tengo, gracias a Dios, y tengo un equipo grande, ¿verdad? Que nos está ayudando a nosotros, como lo es Eric Casas, ¿verdad? Eric Casas lo ha hecho por años,
Yes.
Él es el que he's like my voice, ¿verdad? Para con los contratos y todo eso aquí en Estados Unidos. Y en México es Juan Renegado. So,
Awesome.
hemos estado trabajando bastante. Ahorita pues estoy preparando algo más de material porque pienso sacar otro single, ¿verdad? Y entonces, como ya tenemos varias estaciones de radio donde tenemos que enviar la música, como para ustedes también, ¿verdad? Estamos preparando todo eso, especialmente nada más para ustedes, ¿verdad? Para que antes de que llegue al público, lo van a tener las radios primero, ¿verdad? Las que lo van a promocionar y todo eso. Y tengo tengo muchísimos temas, aparte de los temas esos que compuse para las personas, esos amigos de Facebook, también tengo bastantísimas canciones. Estoy trabajando en otro proyecto con el ex baterista del grupo Macizo, con Dan. Estoy trabajando en un proyecto con ellos que probablemente vayan a ver varios otros músicos tejanos, ¿verdad? Como no sé, probablemente se haga. Esperemos que sí se haga, ¿verdad? Con una J. Belly Garza y todos ellos van a estar incluidos en el proyecto ese que estamos trabajando y todo pinta para bien. En unos cuantos días vamos a estar ensayando unos temas porque voy a sacar tres canciones así en un collaboration. So que va a estar bien padre. Van a ser todas originales, por cierto. Bueno, las mías, ¿verdad? Las que yo voy a incluir.
That's
Por
awesome.
material original. Yeah.
Any plans of doing a collaboration with one of the female performers, a singer, doing a conjunto song?
I think it would be awesome. I've always thought about it porque a mí lo que me gusta de cuando hay una voz así femenina, like female voice, is that they have a range, like a real high range. Y back in the days, pues los que cantaban así en los ranchos eran los marido y mujer, ¿verdad? El esposo y la esposa eran los que cantaban ahí en los ranchos. Y la voz bien alta de la mujer y el hombre haciendo su vaca y es lo que what the new musicians have tried to adapt to. Tratan de hacer una voz bien alta, bien alta, bien alta, ¿verdad? Se oye así bien femenina y la combinan con la voz del hombre más fuerte y es lo que hace que se oiga bien bonito. A mí me encanta, y sí me gustaría hacer algo así, en algún futuro, ¿verdad? Hay
With
que se
who?
vaya.
With who? Do you have a...
Right now, I don't know, because necesitaría que ser, no sé, I don't know, la persona adecuada que tenga esa voz, ¿verdad? Que se requiere. Y así pudiera componer algún tema que nos quede, ¿verdad? That would really fit in to our voices. No, hombre, se me imagino que se escucharía bien padre.
Yes,
Pero
definitely.
he has to have that right voice, ¿verdad?
Well, if you're looking for someone that did the music in the rancho with her husband, it'd be Epi's mom. I mean, Epi's mom. Miss Cruz Martinez. Yeah. Step up. Yeah. Move over, Epi. Move aside. Because she used to play out in the ranchos with her husband back in the day.
Oh, yeah.
But she still got that voice, man.
Yeah, she does have a voice. Yeah, definitely.
Who else has a real good voice?
Well, there's a lot of them.
There's
a lot of them. But like he says, you have to find one that's gonna match your voice and that's gonna, sound good with that particular song that you're singing. So
exactly.
Yeah, you really have to think about it and think about the song, and it's not just who you like. You have to try to make sure that they go together and you're able to blend it together and make the song the perfect song.
Yeah, but he wouldn't give us a name.
Yeah, I know. He has it in there. He just don't want to say. Yeah,
Pero
I
no
know.
quiere decir.
No quiere decir nada. Okay, it's gonna be a surprise. Surprise.
He can't tell all the secrets.
A rato sale alguien con esa voz. I mean, me imagino, ¿verdad? Me imagino una voz así bien fuerte y alta, la voz de la persona.
Sí.
a través de los años, tú lo puedes escuchar como con Paulino Bernal, Tony de la Rosa. Yeah. They used to have these guys that would sing very, very high notes, ¿me entiendes? Cuando a una mujer se le hace más fácil hacerlo, o sea, it's easier for a woman to do it, ¿me entiendes? Yeah. Se le hace más fácil, que hasta su voz ya es así, es normal. Y para el hombre tiene que pujar y gritar, ¿verdad?
Siempre es más difícil.
Yeah, we've seen some performers try to belt it out and they can, and they're like singing and they're like,
yeah.
No, definitely. But we appreciate you, coming out, being out here with us tonight. Where can people get in touch with you, or if they want to get any merchandise? Do you have any merchandise for sale?
That would be with Eddie Casas. Anything that concerning merchandise here in the U.S. would be with Eddie Casas. If and when you all like any merchandise that it's being sold in Mexico, porque it's kind of difficult to be crossing así material de promoción. Yeah. Because you're at the border, everybody thinks that you're going to sell something or you're going to do something with it, le vas a ganar una lana y todo eso. Y entonces ellos quieren, ¿sabes qué? Declárame, págame y todo. Uncle Sam quiere su corta. Uncle Sam quiere su dinero. Entonces, whatever that you guys like from our merchandise from Mexico, it's very easy. Me lo envían así en partes a mí. And then I make it happen for you guys. Yo se los mando a ustedes. Discos, ya sea lo que sea, gorras, whatever, you name it. Tengo también sweaters y de todo vendemos ahí. Máscaras y cuánta cosa es.
Oh, we need a mask.
Wow, yeah. So is there a website? Can you give us a website, or we just
get
in touch with Eddie?
You go into my fan page.
Okay.
And you inbox me for whatever. Esa fan page está 24/7, la están checando 24/7. Okay. Sometimes you receive that message, ¿verdad? Sabes que ahorita no estamos disponibles, or right now we're not available, pero we'll get to you, ¿me entiendes? Y sí te contestamos.
Oh, awesome.
We're on top of that one.
So if we send a message at 2 a.m, we'll get a message at 8 o'clock in the morning, or what?
I think it is. I think it is at 8, between, I don't know, 8 in the morning y hasta como las 10 de la noche, or something like that. Oh, wow. Ahí te dice un mensaje. It sends out an automatic
message. Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much. We appreciate it. And we're going to play your 2 new singles. Do you have any questions for Tony?
No, nomás que siga poniendo some more good music out there, and, can't wait to see you back on the stage and performing.
I know, definitely.
Yes.
I'm sure you miss it, right? Getting out on stage.
Oh, yeah, yes. Se extraña ver los escenarios esos. Para mí, subir a un escenario es otra cosa. Es bien diferente a como cuando estamos platicando aquí tú y yo, ¿verdad? Ahorita es más pasivo, pero cuando estoy arriba y entran los nervios, es cuando entra la adrenalina y entonces ahí sí me convierto en alguien diferente totalmente.
No, not you. You wouldn't get nervous.
I've been playing for more than 20-something years y hasta la fecha me pongo nervioso.
Wow. You were even inducted into the Hall of Fame a few years back. You were inducted into the Tejano Roots Hall of Fame a few years back.
I wasn't what? I'm sorry?
And inducted into the Tejano Roots Hall of Fame like 3 years ago, right?
I actually did, yeah. I was inducted y me dieron un award, Greg Paredes Bajo Sexto Award. Actually, Greg Paredes used to be one of my, ¿cómo se dice? Compañero de música, ¿verdad? We recorded several CDs con el conjunto Cuatro Rosas. We actually formed that band back then. Y we were doing awesome con ese conjunto, and after Greg Paredes, que en paz descanse, he's one of my idols, es uno de los mejores cantantes, puedo decir, que en paz descanse. Después que fallece, after he went away, ¿verdad? Pues entonces le hicieron ese award, los de Tejano Roots Hall of Fame, and I was really, bien orgulloso, ¿verdad? No sé ni cómo explicarlo, pero ahí tengo mis awards, todos esos ahí los cuido, ¿verdad? Y es algo, no viví uno de los awards, pero se agradece un reconocimiento todo el tiempo.
Awesome. Yes, yes, definitely. Well, we want to thank you for your time again. And see, now you'll be able to go to sleep, take off that shirt, and go to bed. But we want to thank you for your time. And we're going to go ahead and play your two new singles. We appreciate your time. And again, thank you for the video. And thank you, Eddie, for putting this together. And thank you for your time, Tony. We appreciate you.
Muchísimas gracias a todos y que pasen buenas noches.
All right.
Dios les guarde.
Gracias. Gracias. Good night.
Cuando estuviste en mi brazo, algo dentro en mí sentí. Han pasado ya algún tiempo y no supe más de ti. Recordando esos momentos, esos gratos sentimientos. Al momento comprendí, me di cuenta, te perdí. Te sigo soñando, te sigo pensando que algún día volverás a mí. Recordar tu mirada en mi alma tatuada, quisiera pensar que un día volverás. Te sigo soñando, te sigo pensando que algún día volverás a mí. Recordar tu mirada en mi alma tatuada, quisiera pensar que un día volverás a mí. Te sigo soñando, te sigo pensando que algún día volverás a mí. Recordar tu mirada en mi alma tatuada, quisiera pensar que un día volverás. Te sigo soñando, te sigo pensando que algún día volverás a mí. Recordar tu mirada en mi alma tatuada, quisiera pensar que un día volverás a mí. He tenido mil amores, pero ninguno que me haga sentir lo que contigo yo siento. Tienes la magia que me hace vivir. Contigo puedo soñar hasta el cielo llegar. Nada me detendrá hasta poder besar esos labios que la vida me dan. Esas ganas de contigo volar. Y si te lleno de besitos, mi amor, nos vamos poco a poquito, tú y yo. Tocaremos las estrellas los dos, nada nos detendrá. He tenido mil amores, te lleno de besitos, mi amor. Nos vamos poco a poquito, tú y yo. Tocaremos las estrellas, los dos. Nada nos detendrá. Ay, amor.
All right, once again, your boy DJ Fluffy here on SCPRadio.com, home of the king of the airways. Here, of course, with the divas. Aquí, you know.
Of course, you gotta be with the divas. Hello.
Yes. Yeah, but he said once again. When have you been here?
I've been here the whole time.
We've been doing the diva takeover
Yeah,
show
yeah,
since you had to work nights.
Mira, y'all is lucky I'm letting y'all do this right here. If not, I'll be kicking y'all behind off here.
Yeah, but
we're gonna keep on going right now. We got a great person here with us in this, not in the studios, but he's actually on the phone due to this COVID-19. We're keeping our distance away from everybody. But we got the one and only Mr. Anthony Anthony Trevino, the Big Show himself, with the South Texas homies. How you doing, sir?
What's going on, man? Good to be here with you. You and the divas, man. I'm not worthy to be on the air with the king, man.
Hey. Only the best with the king. The rest will give them to the divas, you know.
No. Está bien enojado because we've been able to get a lot of artists that he can't get on the show and that he's been after for years. And what the women took care of the business.
We sure did.
I give
man, it's good to be king, ain't it?
Hey, trust me, I'm telling you, man. Hey, they don't think that y'all going with them, you know. I'm throwing the bone over there, you know. That's what I do.
No. I know, por eso estabas bien enojado and he would come and sabotage the show. But está bien. He's got you on for tonight. We'll let him have that.
All right. Well, I'm glad to be here. Thanks a lot for having us. The parte de, the South Texas homies and all the guys. Actually, Lewis and Chewy, we're here in the studio. We're actually working on our next album. And, the Chewy and Lewis, they're in the studio. We're working with Lorenzo Banda. I don't know if you guys are familiar with him.
Yes.
He's Elida's bass player, and he's helping produce and all that. And things are just coming out amazing. We're very excited for this next project we got coming out.
All right. Well, tell us, Anthony, how did the South Texas homies come about? I mean, what made you finally decide, hey, it's time for me to do my own thing and pursue, do what I love to do,
Well, it's honestly the brainchild of a very good friend of mine, and unfortunately he's not with us at the moment. But it was all his idea, and he was telling me and Lewis to do it, and we just kind of, we were like, at first we were just kind of iffy about it, we weren't too sure we wanted to do it, and then we just started talking, and we were like, what do we got to lose, So we just grabbed the bull by the horns, and the rest is history, and we recorded an album, again, produced by Lorenzo Banda. We worked with them for the first album, and the very first album, well, our only album came out amazing. The response was just way more than what we could have ever expected, more than I ever thought we would get. And, so it's just been an amazing ride so far, and I got to say we're super blessed. The fan base that we have and that we're gaining it's all just falling into place.
All right. Now, tell us who's in the group. Introduce the band. I mean, who all forms part of the group?
Okay, yeah, we got Jesse Flores on bass, Javier Torres on drums. We have Luis Flores on bajo sexto, and myself on accordion, man. And it's like I said, it's been a fun ride. We all have very different personalities, like very, very different. But anytime we're on stage or in the studio, man, we just gel, and everything's just coming out amazing. I'm super excited for this next album.
All right. Now, when can your fans expect to see this album coming out?
We're looking at maybe the first part of next year. Yeah, probably the first, maybe for sure the first quarter of the year. It should be out. We're also working on a Christmas song to come out for this Christmas. So that should be out hopefully like maybe November sometime. So yeah, we got a lot of things going on, man. Even though, COVID just kind of brake checked everybody.
Yeah.
But we've been very fortunate we're still working. We got like I said, we got a lot going on. We have a lot, just a lot of ideas, and so we've been very fortunate, and like I said, we're still working.
All right. Now, didn't you have COVID, or didn't you get sick with the COVID?
Yeah, I became a what do you call it? A statistic.
A survivor.
Yeah, I got the virus, man, and I was out for a little bit. I didn't get it. I didn't have to be hospitalized or anything. I wrote it out at home, but my wife took very good care of me. So I'm very thankful that she didn't get it. I really don't know how, but she tested negative. So grateful for that, and so I mean, we've been busy, but still kind of keeping our distance and using precautions and stuff like that. And so it's been crazy. 2020, man, never forget.
I think this is a year that nobody's gonna forget. I mean, it's pretty much, you can say, the whole year. I mean,
yeah,
the year's
definitely.
almost over. So
yeah,
we can start the new year on with the right foot, and get things going back to where it's supposed to be going.
Yeah, I really hope so. And things are starting to open up, slowly. I know that some clubs now they're able to open up as long as they have a food truck outside there in the parking lot.
Yeah.
So that's kind of a good sign, I think I kind of feel that COVID was very, very unfortunate. I wish it wouldn't have never happened, but at the same time, I think it choked the industry. And so when it opens up again, I'm not going to say it's going to go back to the way it was in the 90s, but I mean, it's going to be good,
Well, I mean, we all been talking about this, about all these artists that have been out already for a little bit over half a year. We're already in the ninth month of the year. Me personally, I would like to see a bunch of these artists come out with new music, new original music. I mean, I think there have been enough time where they can, write,
be creative,
come out something new, come something that people, hey, we have not been to a dance in 9 months. We want to hear something. Hey, okay, you've been out for 9 months. Come on, give me something. Make me want to come back and get back into the music again. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly, and that was kind of our whole thought process. So this next album, I think about 70% of it's going to be all original music.
Wow, awesome.
So we reached out with different songwriters. I wrote a few. And we're just kind of changing it up as well. I don't know if I should even say this, but we're even doing a mariachi track.
Ooh,
wow. So it's crazy. I mean, I think all this should have been a great opportunity for a lot of artists to just really get creative and really just think outside the box, and what can you do different? What
yes.
I think you need to come out of the gate swinging.
Exactly. Thank you.
If you want to get the people back in the club, I think the people are going to expect new music. Nothing wrong with covers. I mean, a lot of people play covers. They change them up, make them their own style. But I think the fans are gonna be expecting new music, new original music. Hey, give me something that, hey, show me that, hey, you were off for a whole year, that you came up with something that, hey, give me back on these dance floors again. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Let's have them talk about the new music instead of how much weight we gained under quarantine.
Well, I don't know about you, man. I've been following you, man. You've been losing a lot of weight. I mean, I don't know. I don't know about the weight you gained.
Yeah. Wait. Speak for yourself, because I've been on doctor's orders to lose the weight.
Yeah. Well, you lose it and then you find it again, and then you lose it and you find it. It's kind of, I don't know. It comes and goes, but it's good.
There you go. Now, during this COVID, I know you also a realtor, so you also been working, with your doing your realty stuff. So how's that going right there with that?
It's been steady. Actually, people were afraid that the market was going to crash, and in fact, it did the opposite.
Okay.
So the market is moving. A lot of people are buying right now, taking advantage of, because the interest rates are low. People are getting qualified with as low as 2.65, even some even lower than that.
Wow.
and right now what we're struggling with is there's more buyers than our sellers. So, you know, it's been crazy. It's been good. Again, blessed, man. Everything's falling into place for us, and even myself, you know, personally. So I couldn't be more happier with the way things are going right now.
All right, there you go. Now, how's the wife doing? You know, I mean, recently you got married, you know, not too long ago. So how's that going with y'all?
Man, it's been great. You know, it's been amazing. You know, she's my best friend. I love her to death. We just, you know, we got married. Well, even before we got married, we're just homebodies. You know, we just enjoy each other's company. We make each other laugh. We don't have any kids, so it's just me and her. We're each other's kid. You know, probably more so me than her. You know, so
yeah, I can
but
see that
we're
happening.
enjoying it.
It's always the
You know, and
men
right
that
now,
are the children.
a friend of ours. Yeah, and a friend of ours posted a joke on Facebook right now because you know, she gets home from work, and if I'm done early, sometimes I'll turn on the PlayStation. You know, I'm a gamer at heart, so she'll walk in the door, and we talk a lot of, you know, I don't think we talk a lot of trash to each other, but we pick on each other sometimes. She'll be like, I walk in the door, she sees me gaming it up, and she's like, how come these dishes aren't washed? You know, and I'm just there gaming it up, you know. So, but no, you know, we're just great. I'm super lucky and blessed to have her in my life. You know, when you have somebody in your life that makes you want to do better and be the greatest that you can be, not only for us, but for yourself, you know, that's something that you never want to lose.
There you go. Now, I got to ask you about the name Big Show. How did you get that name, Big Show?
Dude, we were, I think it was like my first show in Mexico with Hometown. And they just started calling me that, and it just kind of stuck. So, I mean, what can you do?
now, here's the one that I read up about you. When you sing, you sing Spanish, but you really don't speak that much Spanish.
Yeah, probably I know enough to save my life, and that's about it.
So how is it when you're singing? You know, you have no issues, no problem with it. You know,
it's all memory, man. It's all memory, and people ask me that too. Like, because with Hometown, I wrote a few songs, and with this album, with our first album, I wrote one or two. I don't remember how many I wrote, but yeah, they asked me, well, how do you write it if you can't speak it? I was like, I don't know. I can write it, I can read it. But when it comes to having a conversation with somebody, it just doesn't flow like that. I don't know why. I failed all 4 years of Spanish in high school. It's just not the same. It's not the same. And and my parents speak Spanish. My grandparents, they speak Spanish, but they would speak Spanish around us, so we wouldn't understand what the hell they were talking about.
Thank you. My parents did the same thing. They didn't want us to know what they were saying. They would speak in Spanish. And we're like,
yeah,
what they say?
Yeah, it is, you know, so now I still try to learn it, and my wife, she makes fun of me because I try to, and she's like, just stick to English. I'm like, I'm trying.
He said, I know enough. I know how to be taco, cerveza, and liquor.
Yeah, and of course all the bad words, but, you know, that's what it is. What it is.
There you go. Now, where are you recording it right now?
We're here in Corpus Christi, Texas. Okay. We're here at Papo's studio. Well, Lorenzo. Everybody calls him Papo. I don't know if everybody knows him as Papo, but
yeah, from Excelencia days.
Okay, cool. I just want to make sure. I didn't know.
Unless he doesn't want to be known by that anymore.
Maybe he grew up and nobody called that.
My name is Lorenzo.
Hey, Papo.
Hey, Papo.
Can I call you Papo in the interview or Lorenzo? Lorenzo. He said Lorenzo.
But the divas want to call him Papo.
Yeah, that's the stage name only.
Only stage name. There you go.
Only for the groupies.
Now, Anthony, tell me what you miss about the stage. I mean, being on that stage. I mean, what is it? Been out 9 months. You haven't been performing. You know, what do you miss about it?
Just the people. I think that's the biggest thing. All our friends and fans. I think they are the drive. You know, they make you. And when you're on stage, there's no adrenaline rush without the people there. You know, so I would have to say that's what we miss the most.
There you go. Well, hopefully this thing is over pretty soon, and we start the new year with just concerts, right after concert, and just hopefully y'all get back on that stage and doing what y'all love to do, which is just play the music and make people dance and have a good time. I mean, because I'm pretty sure we all miss that. So
yeah, definitely. Yeah, and we actually have a show coming up, Louis, right? September 18th. We'll be in Houston at Snowbirds. So it's
Mikey
show.
Oh,
yeah, with Mikey Mike, right?
I don't think Mikey's doing this show. It's direct through the club.
Oh,
okay.
really?
Yeah, with
cool.
I guess Melissa. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, but I'm sure Mikey will be there.
Oh, yeah. I'm pretty sure he'll be there. Yeah, he'll be there.
Yeah, he's a fireball guy, right? Or he's always drinking fireball.
Fireball, and you're a Jägermeister.
Yes, sir.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Well, next
it's crazy that I like it because I can't stand the black licorice. I hate it, and that's exactly what Jaeger tastes like.
Yeah,
but he'll drink it.
No, he'll drink the hell out of it. I'll tell you that.
Oh yeah.
Now, when you're coming down here when is it again?
September 18th. We'll be at Snowbirds,
which is a Saturday, right?
I think it's a Friday.
Well, I don't know. I might probably bribe you with the bottle to get you in the studio before you head on over there.
Oh, that would be cool. Yeah, it's a Friday, 2 weeks from now.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to probably bribe you with the bottle before you get over there and come over here first and do a little quick.
Oh yeah, we're down the street.
Yeah,
so
we're just down the street from the
probably
place.
5-10 minutes, probably. No?
Oh yeah, so there's no excuses. No excuses, Mister.
Yeah, definitely. I know me, Lewis could be there for sure. So we'll get a few of us. Maybe we can even have a shot or two in the studio.
There you go.
What time?
I mean, if that's okay. I know one time we got kicked out of the studio for doing that. So.
Oh no,
no, not here, honey, not here.
What time is your showtime?
We go on at what time? Probably about 10-ish.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, we can probably have you swing by before you head on over there. Like I said, we're down the street from here. It's not that far, but we'll talk about that later and see if we can make something happen. So.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, I got to ask you: do you have any merchandise? If you want to buy some merchandise and show support, what kind of merchandise you got?
Yeah, so you can go to mgroupmusic.com and we have some T-shirts. We have CDs. We're working on getting more caps. We have the masks, and hopefully we're going to start ordering more stuff. Of course, COVID kind of slowed everything down, so we'll get more merchandise as we can. But we're going to have some pretty cool stuff coming out. We're going to have some shot glasses, I believe some cutting boards, all kinds of stuff. So it's going to be cool. But just go to mgroupmusic.com and check out what we got there so far.
All right. And if anybody wants to contract you for a gig or a backyard party or divorce party, because how can they get a hold of you?
Yeah, for bookings, you contact, actually, you'll be talking to Luis Flores. It'll be 956-732-9106. Actually, Lewis is right here. You want to talk to him? You want to talk to Lewis?
Sure, bring him up.
Yeah, hold on. Here,
Hello, this is Lewis.
How you doing, Lewis?
Hey, what's going on?
Nothing. I think he's trying to put you on the spot or something. I don't know.
Hey, that's my boy right there.
So tell us, if we want to get a hold of him, how can we get a hold of him, and what kind of deals can you give us? Now that he's off the phone,
Well,
let's make
it's
a
a
deal.
little bit different, case by case basis. But we want to work with the people. I mean, we know the situation's a little rough and tough. But hey, you know what? We just want to get back on stage and be part of the celebration, man. But yeah, if they want to get a hold of me, 956-732-9106. That's the company phone, eh?
Company phone.
You make sure you call during business hours.
We get that again. That's a company phone, okay?
Okay, so what are your business hours?
Hey, no, it's 24/7, 365 days out of the year, okay?
All right, are you sure about that?
We're off
It's a
Cinco de Mayo.
business phone.
We're off Cinco de Mayo.
Off Cinco de Mayo.
Yes, sir. Well, here goes Anthony. It was good talking to you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello.
There you go.
He's like, man, get me off this phone.
I know, right? Yeah. I'm usually the one that does most of the interviews.
Right.
And Chewy's even worse. You gotta force words out of him.
There's always somebody like that in the group that you always got the quiet one, you got the jokester one, you got the one that's, acá, todo the clean one, the and then the perfectionist, So which one are you? Which one are you?
I have no clue. I don't know. I'm the people guy. I like talking to people. That's what I like to do, and that's why I got into real estate. It was just something. I was with Hometown at the time when I got started in real estate, and I was just like, I need to find something to do because there's only so many hours of PlayStation a day that I can play. So we took the test. I passed, and I started helping people get into homes, man, and it's very satisfying. People that. Cause I work mainly with first-time buyers, okay? So, these are people that either their credit's kind of messed up or something, they need a little help. So we kind of guide them, and then, when the time comes, we get them into their house, and the day they sign the paperwork, they're just like, wow. That they thought it was something that couldn't be achievable.
Yeah.
So it's a great feeling, I like helping people as much as I can, and it's fun. I just like talking to people.
Have you had anybody recognize you selling the home?
Yes, but after the fact. And that's because the other people from my team tell them, and they're like, they just trip out, and they want my autograph and stuff like that. And I'm just like, you don't want my autograph. I don't know. It's just weird to me.
That's pretty cool.
I was like, just send me a referral. That'll be better.
There you go. Send me a referral. I need to buy some food. So now where you sell houses out of where? Out of what town?
Out of the valley. So I'm valley wide. So I can McAllen, Edinburgh, Harlingen, San Juan, West Lacombe, Mercedes, Mission, all that area.
Okay. All right. Well,
so I actually live in San Juan.
Okay. Well, if anybody's out there listening that wants to buy a house, hey, hit my boy up right here. He'll help you out. He'll tell you what you have to do, and he might even perform at your signing the paper.
No,
housewarming party.
Housewarming party.
There you go.
Yes. Oh, dude, you should have a raffle for that.
Hey, that's a good
I know,
idea.
right?
Yes,
buy a
house and get a warm housewarming party. There you go. My liquor's kicking in.
Hey, we know right now.
Housewarming fara or something.
There you go.
Yeah.
A lot of artists are doing that. They're doing. They're raffling. Little private gigs here and there. I'm like, man, and people are buying them like crazy. I'm like, man, that's not a bad deal. You got to keep the money coming somehow.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to do what you got to do, man. And it's rough for everybody. I just, like you said at the start of this interview, I just really hope people are using the time wisely and just working on themselves and really thinking of how to. I mean, being in a band is a band, but it's a business.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's the way it's got to be ran and treated. So, and the only way to make your business grow is to invest in yourself and make things happen.
I mean, you can only play. You can only record that same song over and over so many times, so many bands with the same song, and eventually people are gonna get tired of it and say, you know what, I'm tired of listening to that song. I don't want to listen to that no more. So.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm really hoping.
So we're having fun. We're experimenting here, and I mean. People either gonna like it or they're not, but we're keeping our fingers crossed and hoping that they do like it.
I think people will like it. Like I said, I mean, if you got the style that especially your style that you got, I mean, you're one of the. In my books, you're one of the baddest accordion players that I know out there in this industry. So I mean, and,
thank you.
You make those people just get ready to start drinking some beer, start throwing some gritos out there, and just having a good time, man. So.
Yeah.
All right, well, thank you very much for the interview, man. And I'm gonna let you get back to the studio so you can finish up doing what you're doing. Thanks for taking a little bit of time out of your busy schedule. And like I said, we'll be talking again and maybe see if we can make something happen when you come down here to Houston at Snowbirds.
Sounds good, man. I really appreciate all of you, and thanks a lot for the love and support. It means more than you could ever know to us and all the guys, and of course South Texas homies. We really, really appreciate you.
All right. Well, once again, thank you very much. For calling, for letting giving this interview, And we're gonna play off one of your CDs, la de Te Vas Te Vas, and that's how we're gonna close it. All right.
Do it.
All right. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right.
Have a great evening.
Later. Bye.
Bye.
En tus manos puse la esperanza de mi vida. En tus manos puse mi ansiedad de amor. Es lo que anhelaba desde aquel instante que te di mis besos. Hoy me has confundido, estoy extrañando porque tú te vas. Te vas, te vas. ¿Por qué te vas? Es que no me quieres, o es que tienes miedo de quererme más. Te vas, te vas. ¿Por qué te vas? Es que no me quieres, o es que tienes miedo de quererme más. Te vas, ¿por qué te vas? Es que no me quieres, o es que tienes miedo de quererme más. Te vas, ¿por qué te vas? Es que no me quieres, o es que tienes miedo de quererme más.
Vamos a bailar la cumbia, vamos a bailarla así. Vamos a bailar la cumbia, vamos a bailarla así. Tequila a la medianoche, tequila al amanecer. Tequila a la medianoche, tequila al amanecer. Tequila. Ae, timbalero, baila conmigo este son. Ae, timbalero, esta es la cumbia de son. Ae, timbalero, baila conmigo este son. Ae, timbalero, esta es la cumbia del sol. Con esta cumbia, cumbia del sol, el horizonte se va a aclarar y todos juntos quieren bailar la nueva cumbia, cumbia del sol.
Tenemos lo más nuevo del grupo Negami, Besos Cariñoso, here on scpradio.com.
Para recordar, olvidar, y quedó un pedazo de ti en mí, y hoy te quiero ver para entregártelo como quiero. De nuevo un beso tuyo cariñoso, de la forma que lo das es muy sabroso, por eso quiero tus manos en mí. Como quiero, el aroma de tu amor me está llegando, trayendo tu cuerpo para mí. Como quiero, de nuevo un beso tuyo cariñoso, de la forma que lo das es muy sabroso, por eso quiero tus manos en mí. Como quiero, el aroma de tu amor me está llegando, trayendo tu cuerpo para mí. ¿Cómo olvidar ese beso que me dio? No sé si fue para recordar, olvidar, y quedó un pedazo de ti en mí, y hoy te quiero ver para entregártelo como quiero. De nuevo beso tuyo cariñoso, de la forma que lo das es muy sabroso, por eso quiero tus manos en mí. Como quiero, el aroma de tu amor me está llegando, trayendo tu cuerpo para mí. Como quiero, de nuevo beso tuyo cariñoso, de la forma que lo das es muy sabroso, por eso quiero tus manos en mí. Como quiero, el aroma de de tu amor me está llegando, trayendo tu cuerpo para mí.
And now, hey George, go George, go George.
Negami, beso
That was,
cariñoso.
that's right.
That was a fun video to make.
It was very fun.
Yeah, George is the star in that video.
Mary Jane, wake up.
Hey Jane, wake up, wake up. So it was a
Become
great
awake.
show. We just wanted to tell you, thank you guys. If you've donated, continue to donate. Her page is Maria Villarreal Fraga or Maria y Cien Grados. She has her page for her band. But it's going to be going on through the whole weekend, different artists. And I'll be posting the artists that are going to be playing and the DJs that'll be having it. It'll be on this feed, also the Cash App, so you can donate to her. For her and her husband and her family, they're in COVID. They're suffering from COVID and they're still in the hospital. Her husband is in a serious condition. But please, continue to pray for her and for her husband. Thank you to Liz Garcia. Thank you to Margot Espino for putting this on, this virtual benefit for her that's been going on since Wednesday, and it'll be through Sunday. But definitely, you guys just wear your mask. It's very important to wear a mask and, wash your hands, use the hand sanitizer, because this is, it's already gone on too long, the whole year. Whole year. But
and no chaka chaka.
No, Tejano Loco says that, no chaka chaka. But, we want to thank all the artists, CHR Records, for getting the artists on for the Diva Takeover show. And Mary Jane, anything?
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, guys. I'm out here trying to post. I'm actually working. Okay, they laugh at me because I haven't been posting and I'm trying to post here. We want to send out a shout out because today Janie celebrates 94 years.
Wow.
Janie's Record Shop.
That's
So we want to
awesome.
say happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Miss Janie.
Yeah, so she is celebrating 94 years.
That is awesome.
Yeah, so that's
She's
what
a
I
great
was
lady.
posting right now. It's like I'm sending my birthday
Yes.
shout out.
Great.
Actually today or at midnight?
No, today,
Oh,
like
today,
right
okay,
now, so I wanted to send her a birthday shout out, so that's what I was working on right now.
A great lady, a lot of stories. If you go to
Yes.
her shop and she's there, she usually sits in the back.
Yes.
So if you
yes.
go in San Antonio to Janie's Record Shop, and she'll be there most of the day. She's
Yes,
there.
yes.
And you want to, talk to her. She loves to talk.
And she's so knowledgeable. I mean,
Very.
oh my goodness, you know.
And I'm glad that I have those pictures that I have with her because I do got some pictures. So yeah, if you get a chance to go down there and visit her because that's another legend.
Yeah, she is a living legend. She's on that that bucket list of places you got to visit in
when you were in
Texas.
San Antonio.
Yes, so happy birthday, Janie.
Yes, happy
Wishing you
birthday,
many
Miss
more.
Janie.
We love you. And then, of course, next week we got Frank Solis out of Michigan. He's going to be talking to us. They found, rediscovered some music that's never been recorded. So we're going to talk to him. As you guys know, his parents, his father and uncle were inducted into the Hall of Fame. And then we also got Revo Band. So,
Revo.
we'll be interviewing them. And then who do you have next week? Or are we still waiting for confirmation? Okay, so we're waiting for confirmation. But, we want to thank everyone who's been making videos, sending them to us. We appreciate it. Thank you, Adrian, for our theme song. And, of course, I've been wearing your mask. So, yes. We appreciate all the support of all the artists. We thank you guys. And, you guys want to interview with us, just hit us up and we'll set you up with an interview.
Sounds good.
Yep. All right. Thank you, guys. Y'all have a great weekend. Labor Day weekend. So be safe. Don't drink and drive.
If
Wear
you
your mask.
if you want to drink and drive, call me and I'll be Uber driver.
Your Uber driver.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to
Yes,
need
no.
you tonight because apparently
Yeah,
I
I
can't
know.
finish my drink.
Yeah, so just be safe
That's
out
on-
there.
that's
No
peak time right now.
parties. No parties this weekend. I mean, that's
No large gatherings, more
Yes.
than 10 people. Actually, it should just be you and
you.
you.
Yourself.
That's it.
You and you.
Yes.
You, yourself, and your fishing post.
Your fishing bowls. Yeah,
There you
good
go.
idea. Mhm. Thanks, guys. Have a great evening.
All right. Bye-bye. See you next week.
La ciencia.
Les pido un momento, escuchen lo que digo, por quién es el quien llora será el papi chulo, se llegará el día pronto, va a regresar, NCP Radio es internacional, wait for it, I said wait for it, returning very soon, the question is whom, wait for it, I said wait for it. Returning very soon, the question is whom. Les pido un momento, escuchen lo que digo, por quién es el que lloran será el papi chulo, se llegará el día pronto, va a regresar, NCP Radio es internacional, wait for it, I said wait for it, returning very soon, the question is whom, wait for it, I said wait for it. Returning very soon, the question is whom.
This is your boy, Light Jockey Mike, and I just wanted to thank you for supporting SCP Radio. That's the end of our show, but please be sure to check us out on SpaceCadetPro.com, where you will be able to watch our videos, find and like all of our social media accounts, and chat with us. While you are there, click on the radio tab, where you will be able to see the show schedule and all of the different ways to reach us. You can also listen to us from there if you are on a PC or laptop. Thanks again, and remember, we are the future in entertainment.